Hello again, it's Colleen with Self-Discovery Through Art, and I am doing a little bit of art making today, and if you hear a dog barking, that's my 11-month-old golden retriever outside while I'm recording. Anyway, I shared last week that I was here to outline my grandmother's story, who was a Irish immigrant, and before my generation, nobody in my family had ever been back to Ireland to find out where my grandmother grew up or what it meant to be Irish. And so I'm hoping to create sort of a Little House on the Prairie story. Again, I don't know if I can pull it off. I've never written dialogue. I've never done a lot of these things, but something inside of me wants to do it. So I had these pictures. So these were the first people that knew my relatives when I went to Ireland back in the late 80s. So I was only in my 30s, young 30s. And so at that time, those people looked really old to me, but I'm 70 now and they're probably in their 70s, and now they don't look quite so old. Anyway, so before I left it for America, the only information my family had is like, if you go to the post office, there's a lady named Lizzie Cregan. She might be able to tell you, or she might be tell you how to get a hold of Frank Cooney, who was a distant relative of my grandmother. So lo and behold, Frank Cooney drives up on a little scooter bike and just happens to come into the post office when we're there too. And so he's able to take me out to the family that owned my grandmother's land when I was there. And it was interesting because when he introduced me to these other people, we were still trying to, who did you generate from and who are you trying to find? And at some point in the conversation, the older man that was there, he went back in his bedroom and he brought out a photograph. And it was a photograph that we had in our family drawers. So it's like, whoo, no doubt that this is the right people. And so that's kind of the story of finding my grandparents. But I said sometimes I have to put things in visual form for me to kind of get the story. So I made these and painted these guys today, and I'll probably at some point cut them out and shrink them down. And then when I'm working with the story, somehow having them in photographs makes me feel like they're alive and I can talk to them, and it just gives me another dimension. The other thing I'm doing today is I'm learning how to create collage papers with watered down acrylics and using a straw to move the paint around. So that's my day. I hope you're having a good one. Follow me here if you want to learn